The 2026 Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your Sunday tailgate and your parking lot snack bar. Your lucky jersey, your chairs, and your big cooler fit perfectly in your even bigger cargo space. And when it's go time, your 11.3-inch diagonal touchscreen's got the playbook, the playlist, and the tech to stay a step ahead. It's more than an SUV. It's your Equinox. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings. Like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker, bring out the good.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings and get up to 40% off, plus up to $500 off select appliances from top brands like Samsung. Get a fridge with 0 clearance hinges, so the doors open fully even in tighter spaces in your kitchen. And laundry that saves you time, like an all-in-one washer-dryer that can run a full load in just 68 minutes. Shop Spring Black Friday savings, plus get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
They say you should learn something new every day. Like how you should only drink Jägermeister at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, ice cold. Like those frozen cavemen they find, which makes you wonder, what would a caveman think of Jägermeister? Well, if you served it warm, he'd probably throw it in your face, say, "Unga boonga," and storm off. And nobody wants that. So drink it cold or not at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mast Jägermeister, U.S., White Plains, New York.
Yeah, we lie, yeah, we gritty. I'm a little frustrated, but I still love my city. Yeah, north side, south side, west, we united.
Frustrated Chicago sports fan channel, Ricky Suede here.
Zeke is also here.
Today, we got a special guest. I'll let her introduce yourself. But first, like, subscribe. We are on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Check us out. We drop every Tuesday morning.
Just started a company called 105 Hoops. We're a full basketball ecosystem from the pros all the way down to grassroots. Before that, I coached basketball for 17 years at all different levels, college, high school, prep level, JUCO. So I've been around for a little bit. So now transitioning to a new phase where dealing more with digging into the professional side of things. And thankful to be on the platform. I've known you guys for a while, so it's nice that we can get together and actually put out all the stuff we've ever talked about just amongst ourselves.
This might be a 3-part interview because, man, like there's a lot of questions I have. Starting off, what is the biggest misconception about college to pros that these kids have, or these young men have?
So one thing I would say, that in order to be a pro, first off, you got to produce. You have to have some kind of production, and it has to translate to the NBA. This year will probably be the first year that the leading scorer in college is the number 1 pick in the draft. Been watching for a long time, but this is probably the first time like the actual leading scorer in college can be the number 1 pick. Normally, it's a guy from a low major school, anywhere from about 5'10", a 6'2" guard.
Green light.
Normally, green light, tearing it up in, the 3,000 person gym. Is normally not the guys at the Blue Bloods that are leading the country in scoring. But you got to have skills, positional size, stuff that translates to the NBA in order to make it there. So a lot of times you will wonder why, man, he was cold in college. And it was like, yeah, because he fit college. That's for college. Or, man, I didn't see that in college. Devin Booker, prime example. I think he averaged 7 points a game, but he was on a loaded team. 7 points in college, and we watched him score 70 points in an NBA game. There are certain things that translate from college to the NBA and some things that don't. And I can tell you this right now, scoring is not one of those things that translate.
A lot of people don't realize, too, is that the NBA is quick. Like, it's quick movement, fast decisions. It's like in college, even at the Blue Bloods, everyone isn't uber athletic. In the NBA,
Yeah.
everybody's uber athletic. Everyone
Yeah.
has.
And one thing I would say, they talk about the spacing and they're like, oh, when he gets to the league, it'll be easier. No, not really. Because this is Vernon Maxwell say, well, think about this. If you see a guy that's 6'7", 225 pounds in college, he's dominant. Well, guess
So
it's four other guys that are 6'7" and taller that you're gonna have to try to get in the paint. You got one of them that's more than likely in front of you. Yeah, there's no defensive 3 seconds is a thing, but it's that quick. It's just 1,000, 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna pop out. Now I'm right
yeah.
back. That's why, like, getting to the basket, like, you have to have like a knack for that. You have to your creation, your paint touches. That's why, like, you'll see some of these guards in this draft, see them fluctuating because they gonna start coming down to like how active he is in the paint. Can he get there? What is he doing at the point of attack? And both ends, though, point of attack offense and defense. There's a lot of nuances that go into it, that, like, certain things do translate. I'm just gonna use him as an example, AJ DeBanster. I've coached against AJ when he was in high school probably about 3 times. AJ's game has been tailor-made for the NBA since he was 15, 16 years old. And I can say this because I have actual evidence. I'm not telling anything I've had to face off against him. He's played the same way his whole career, but he's perfected so many things in his game. That pull up, he's always shot pull ups, but he's mastering the pull up. He's mastering being a better passer. He's trying to master being a better 3-point shooter. So his moves and all that, he was doing that at 15. Now that's why they love him so much, because he's perfecting those things. That's a person that what he does, he's been doing the same thing everywhere he's been. And it's only gotten better. It's only got more crisp.
There's been a lot of talk about kids coming up now saying that they're getting pretty much priced out of playing basketball, like it's a rich person sport now. I think Jeff Teague mentioned it on his pod a couple of days ago. He's saying if you have to pay for, maybe it wasn't Jeff Teague. I think I heard it somewhere. They're saying if you have to pay for your kid to go to AAU, he's not going to be good enough to go to the league. Like somebody should be paying his way because he's do that. Is there any truth to that?
Yes and no. Now, being a parent of children that play travel sports and have to pay those fees, sometimes it's all about proximity.
Okay.
Sometimes you're gonna have to pay depending on where you are. If you're on one of these shoe sponsor teams, you're not paying anything. The parents are paying to travel. Some parents don't. Some parents. Now, some parents are paying to travel. Some parents are, hey, make sure you call Ronnie, mama, and daddy. Get their flight information. Let's get their flight information early. Like, get your confirmation. I done seen those. I done been part of those text threads where we done had to send that confirmation out. And they not Spirit. They not Frontier. Okay. Yeah. So, but and the thing about it is when they talk about AAU, there is shoe circuit and then there is independent. Now, I'll say this, a lot of independent kids, they pay.
Okay.
Keaton Wagler played on the independent circuit. When I was coaching high school last year, we played against Keaton Wagler's high school. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. He didn't get a shot off.
What?
He didn't get a shot off. Now, mind you, I had 7 Division I high major players on the team. Well, 8 now because one of them is graduating this year, going to Kansas. But had 8 dudes. And one of those guys will be a first round pick. So, he played. He didn't get a shot off. Like, that's the truth. And when I seen him early in Illinois, I'm like, this dude couldn't get a shot off against us.
So how did he go from that to now he's a lottery pick?
Now, on the other end of that, it was a bad night for him because the kid has always been good. But he's just one of those guys that continually get better and better and better. Because I could tell you this right now. He played that game against us. They lost. They were supposed to lose. We loaded team, national, prep, all that, whatever. They supposed to lose that game. I can tell you this now. He probably went, okay, he lost that game, and he just worked. He worked his way into winning another state championship. He worked his way into being Mr. Basketball in Kansas again. He worked his way all summer. He worked in the fall. He worked all season. Some guys just get better and better as it goes along, and he's just one of those dudes. That's just what it is. He's gonna be a dude we're gonna look at 5 years from now, and if he's an all-star or he's an all NBA guy, just don't be surprised because he has the ability to keep getting better and better and better because he's had to do so much because he wasn't playing on loaded teams. He had to do a little bit extra. You know, did I see first round pick? No, I did not see that. I'm just being honest. I didn't see it. But then when I started looking, I'm like, oh. And then now, scouting and looking at stuff for the draft, I'm like, oh man, this gonna work for him. This is gonna work for him. Outside of his strength, in which he'll get stronger, it happens. He's 19 years old. He's gonna gain weight. It happens. We know that as grown men picking up weight for no damn reason.
Yeah. There's a Bulls podcast. So right now, Bulls currently have the ninth pick, and obviously it'll go up in the lottery if we win the lottery or we get in the top 3 or 4 or whatnot. We also have the Bulls, not us. The Bulls also have the 15th pick from Portland in that ninth area, 9-10. Brandon Burries. What can you tell me about him?
Braden Burries is an interesting case. I've actually been watching Braden since he was a sophomore in high school. So Braden has always been a physically bigger than everyone in the class because he is about a year older than everyone in the class. But he can score that ball. That's his strong suit. He can score that ball defensively. He still needs work. I mean, he didn't his competition level in regular high school. He really got smoked when he played AAU. He played for Strive for Greatness. So he, EYBL. So he was able to play defensively. I think that's where he'll need his most work. But he's offensively gifted. With Braden Burries, I think he's a rookie that can come in and add to you. If you need scoring, I think he can help you score right away. I do kind of worry about his finishing. Just because he's not a super athlete, he's just an okay athlete. But and he can help you at both guard spots, and he's big enough to play a little bit on the wing. He has mature size to him, so I definitely like Braden. I don't love Braden at number 9. I like him. I don't like him, but I don't love him. But I know you're an Arizona guy. I know this. I like Braden, and he's a phenomenal young man. It's been, just talking to him and through passing and, kids I coach, they like, oh man, Braden, so I don't love him for this Bulls team. But if he's available, I think you get in the spot where you got to take him because you don't want to reach when you got 15 too.
Braden, comp Devin Booker
on the high end.
Give me the middle ground then.
I see him as like a leveling out at Jordan Clarkson. Hey.
Jordan averaged 20. He averaged 20.
Braden is going to be, like I said, we can revisit this in 5 years, and I'll be like, man, you don't know what the hell he's talking about. But I think in 5 years, Braden is going to be a solid NBA player. Don't expect him to be a 10-time All-Star. If you expect him to be a 10-time All-Star, you're going to be disappointed. That's just a matter of it. But if Braden is a guy that can average double digits in his league and help you win some games, I just. And he's already 20. He'll be 21 before the NBA season starts.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Speak on Michael Brown Jr. I don't know much about Mike.
I mean, he has all the gifts. He can pass it. He can, he can shoot it. Well, he has a decent form. He didn't play a lot this year. He had back problem. 19 years old. I'm always weary of guys that you don't see enough because the NBA is 82 games. And if you blessed enough, you get a chance. You want to get to at least 89 games. You get to the first round of the playoffs. You want to play 90 plus games a year. And so, for whatever reason, he's not a guard that I'm super high on. I also don't put a lot of stock into Tankathon just for the simple fact that they have guys on there that's going back to school. They have guys on that, so it's not the most updated. And I don't go by different things just due to relationships and who can go where. As far as Michael Brown, I see him. Like, I think somebody will take him in the lottery anywhere from, I think his range is probably 8 to 14. Wouldn't be shocked if he goes in the lottery, but I also wouldn't be shocked if he got drafted at like 17, because you got to think, and these mocks are tricky right now. And I'll give you guys a little insight. What's now going on? Intel. People are getting Intel right now. Draft lottery is May 10th. Combine starts the 11th. Interviews, more Intel, workouts. People start positioning. We don't even know who's going to be number one yet.
Do they still do Portsmouth, Virginia?
They just had it this past weekend.
Ooh.
They just had it this past weekend. I actually had a former player play in it, did pretty well. We hoping he gets the invite to Chicago, whether it's G League Combine or NBA Combine. So hopefully, he averaged 15 and 10 there. So
He averaged how much?
15 and 10.
Nice.
Had a rough first game. Didn't make all tournament, but it is what it is. So they take guys from there to take them over to Chicago. But yeah, they already have Portsmouth. How can I put it? It's not like how it used to be back in the day where a guy do well at Portsmouth and he get bumped to the first round.
Right, yeah. They don't do that no more? It's not like that?
It's not. These guys are older now. You got to think back 20 years ago, if you was the MVP of the Portsmouth, you was probably going to be drafted in the lottery.
Right.
Now you MVP of the Portsmouth, it's like, man, you probably get a two-way.
Yeah. Because Portsmouth is seniors.
It's all seniors. All seniors.
Yeah, it's all seniors. Yeah.
And then the really good seniors didn't have to play in it. Yaxel didn't have to play in it.
Oh, he did?
For what?
Yeah.
Then it starts. Doesn't have to play in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you said it's kind of up in the air right now with, like you said, I thought the number one pick was kind of cemented a little bit, but I guess not. But who do you think who you see the Bulls getting if they, I think they said they had like a 20% chance to move up to top 4. I guess it more depends on like what's our number one need.
If you got one, you go Darren Peterson and AJ DeBanster, and you don't look back. 2, you go Darren Peterson or AJ DeBanster, and you don't look back.
So you got 3 issues with Peterson.
You got no issue?
He didn't play a lot either.
I will tell you this. This is what I will tell you. He's the only one in this class who is like him.
Okay.
He is the only one in this class who is like him.
He's a scorer. His footwork is nasty.
He can shoot. He has it all. Now, when we talk about Michael Brown, if I got Acuff on the board, if I got Kingston on the board, I got LeBaron Philon on the board, I got Keaton Wagler on the board, why would I take Michael Brown? Do you know what I'm saying? I watched Kingston Fleming just come in and take over Houston. You've never seen a freshman guard go into Houston and be like, hey, my ball.
Yeah. And athletic too.
Yeah. He's a Keaton Wagler case. He's a kid that rise. Darius Acuff, I had the pleasure of I don't even know if it was the pleasure. Coached against Darius Acuff his junior and senior year. First year we beat him. He had 20 on 10 shots. We won. We whooped him, but he still had 20. Last year when he was a senior, he did something to his thumb in the first half. He had 8 points. And I don't know how he ended with 34. I don't know. And the thing about it is, and this is how I look at Acuff, he's played against the elite talent his whole life. And he's been the same person his whole life. The only thing that I question with Acuff is his defensive mentality. That's it. But because we're talking about the Bulls top 4, if we're going 3, I'm going Boozer, I'm going Acuff. And if it's 4, I'm going Acuff. And I have nothing against Caleb Wilson, but I just can't pass on Darius Acuff. And if he don't guard, it's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out somehow. But I just couldn't pass up on a talent like that, because I can't get AJ. I can't get DP. I probably should pick Cam Boozer because we don't have any help in the front court because
Right.
we're like we have all the guards.
You're right.
So, but I'm not passing up on. I probably should in that 4. I probably should take Caleb Wilson, but I need somebody that's going to be able to stretch, and I'm okay with taking A Cuff because of what I got at 15.
Zeke and I, hey, we make this joke, or I make the joke about culture and, front office. How much does that play in? No matter how talented the kid is, like how much does the organization, help to get the most out of his talent?
I've seen it a lot closer than I dare say on camera.
Oh, we talk off screen. We can talk.
Yeah, this is what I'll say. The Bulls are in a place right now where the front office they need a new one. Whoever comes in this front office, they are making this pick.
Right.
So it has to be right. They are responsible for this pick. They will have to die on the sword of this pick. So this will be their first acquisition. This lottery pick, 9 or however it goes. So I'm not saying you got to hit a home run, but it better make sense.
Yeah.
Sounds like a home run. I mean, this is the most loaded draft in the last 20 years. That compared it to '96 draft.
Oh wow.
No, I'm getting ahead of myself.
I'm gonna say something because I'm gonna say something. I don't know if you guys watched. Like, I'm not gonna say this. I'm like being a jerk when I say this, but I know you have. This rookie class this year was pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. 2022, that's Paulo, that's Chet, that's Jalen Durden. That's Jalen Williams. If you look it up, I think this draft class is very heralded because these kids here, we've seen them branded for the last 5 years. It's 2 kids that was in this original high school class that will probably be first team all rookies this year. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said these kids have been known. This 2025 high school class, which most of them are the 2026 draft class, we watched them grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were hearing about AJ when he was a sophomore in high school.
Right.
Darren Peterson, just because everything is so accessible now, so much social media content, these guys already had a name. And then you got Boozer we all know his dad and what he's done, and he's been marketed the proper way his whole career. So to me, we don't know how deep the class going to be because Braylon Mullen said he going back to school. Patrick Ngamba's going back to school. I think it's a deep class, but I'm not going to say it's like, I'm not going to compare it to 1996. I can't do that. Kobe went 13.
Yeah.
I mean,
whoever the 13th pick in this draft.
You spoke about social media. I'm sure you've seen what happened with Jaden Ivey, with him going wild on social media, the IG Live. And speaking about Rick's guy, Koa Pete, when after their loss, they asked him about basketball. He didn't echo Jaden Ivey's statements, but he was kind of like, "Yo, I know basketball is like not my main purpose. My main purpose is to serve God." How does
Jaden Ivey did a full Christian crash out?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that doesn't scare me when a 19-year-old young man can say that. I mean, that's what he believes. He didn't say like, "Oh, I'm supposed to serve God," and discredited, community out there that's not, of the same agreement. So that's why I said that wouldn't scare me, honestly, as a GM.
Well, I meant more so like the basketball isn't my main purpose part.
You're the person before you're a basketball player, but as long as you come and do your job, Core Pete's real height is what I would be more focused on. Him identifying his purpose is a great thing, but when he comes in 6'6.5", that might be more of an issue. Especially when he doesn't shoot the ball. He doesn't shoot the 3 well. And him and DeMar DeRozan are the same size, but DeMar DeRozan is a wing and Cole is a 5-man. So That'll be more my concern when in regards to co-compete.
Okay.
Going back to these rookies, and we were talking about how quick the NBA is different from NCAA. From a point guard perspective, if the Bulls go that route, well, even if they go with A cups, if they in the 3-4,
We got a point guard, Giddy.
Darius Acuff, I don't know if I said did he say Giddy?
No, he was saying Giddy.
If you can get Darius Acuff, Giddy can get his ass to the 2.
Wow.
Wow. And he can see the floor. I mean, he can pick apart defenses. He can go around the hedges. He sees all that, huh?
Giddy, right? Going back a little bit to AAU, I've also seen clips online of people saying AAU isn't really necessary. Is it possible for a kid to just play 7th, 8th grade, high school?
Yeah, because now how it's set up, they have scholastic live periods in June. So the college coaches can go out and watch the kids with their high school teams, which it can give you a better gauge of how they are in structure, which when you get to college in structure, I feel that AAU will more so individual showcase. And honestly, there are more pro scouts. Pro scouts are showing up to the AAU events.
Yeah.
You know, they're allowed to come to certain events. So for me, it's like you got to do both. Because I mean, you can go to college, but the ultimate thing is to get to the NBA. So play AAU, find a good team. You know, find a great team to play on. You know, just make a conscious decision of picking a good program to be a part of.
Rick always speaks about Donovan Mitchell being his guy.
I knew that. Yeah.
That I'm telling you, he's gonna be cold. Who was your guy that you knew? Kind of maybe not kind of under the radar, but you kind of knew before anybody. Hey, that guy is gonna be a star, and you saw it beforehand.
I'm gonna probably be biased when I say this, just because he's like my guy for real. I'm gonna say Jeremiah Fears. You know, I coached him in high school in Arizona. Funny story. I had to told the head coach, was like, we got to get him. And he's like, man, you know, because we had some 5-star seniors. And I'm like, nah, man, we got to do this. Like, we have to do this. To see how he went from junior in high school and just progressed every day to not skipping his senior year, having the season he had at Oklahoma as an 8, spent most of the season at 17 years old, to being a lottery pick with the Pelicans and doing what he did this year. He grow a little bit more. He gets some muscle on him. Like, he's gonna be able to. So I would say, because I'm biased, of course. That's my dog. But I would say him and another person. He's a lottery pick, for goodness sake. But Scotty Barnes, I was actually on a podcast when I said it, probably like 3 years ago. And I literally said, by 2025, we're going to look at Scotty Barnes as one of the premier guys in the league. Like, and we got to think, he was just an all-star. He finished 5th in DPOY. He'll probably be on the all-defensive team. He's turned himself into a two-way threat. Ever since I said that, he's made the all-star team twice.
He can still work on his jumper.
Hey. A lot of things. A lot of people need to work on a lot of things, but I would probably say Scotty Barnes.
He's a good player.
You know, but yeah, he's better than Josh Giddey.
Yeah, Josh Giddey and they play different positions. They're not the same type of player. Not the same type of player, Lester.
I get that. I just.
But Scotty Barnes is a good player, and you know what? Segue onto that, we end up getting his understudy in Pat Williams, who played as a 6-man on that team, and he didn't turn out.
You know, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't on the same. But you know what though? And one thing I've learned, and you know, all credit to him, and it's tough because I hate to discredit any guy that's ever laced them up and been on the floor in the NBA, because it's only 5,000 people in the history of the world to ever do it. So I don't want to discredit them. And as a fan me is like, man, we got to do something. But like the basketball me is like, you know what? There are other things he's absolutely doing for the organization, and how he is for him to be extended, for him to get that contract. Because a lot of this stuff, man, it's not always about the basketball part, man. You want a guy that you can trust, because this is the thing about it. Patrick Williams been here since we've never heard anything bad about him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's never done anything crazy. I'm pretty sure just as an NBA player, you're involved in the community somehow. So he's probably great with I honestly think he's really probably a great teammate.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is you can't have that low production and be a bad teammate. It just don't work like that. They will find a way to get rid of you. Just like you have low production and be a great teammate, they're going to keep you around. I just honestly think he's a great teammate. He's just a great ambassador for the organization. To be honest with you, because I just think like, they told the fans, oh, he's the next Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he was. I mean, that's
and that hasn't happened. And so I don't know if it will, but like I said, basketball in me is like, I can see why. Bulls fan in me is like, bro, like we gotta do something.
That's why I asked about the front office. Front office means a lot in developing. Miami Heat, they always develop two-way players, undrafted players. They get these guys off the scrap heap. No disrespect, but they get them out of nowhere, and then they become rotational players that contribute to the team.
Look at Max Strus, Lewis University, D2, Stagg High School. He really fought through and made it. So like that's why I just sit there and I'm like, but you got to be willing and you got to have a patient fan base. I'll say this, and when it comes to Miami Heat, that Miami Heat organization is a great, well-ran organization. Like from top to bottom, they run it organized, whether they winning championships or they're not going to the finals, playoffs, it's well-ran. But I will say this, though. Their fans aren't like Bulls fans. Like, it's Chicago, and it's plenty of stuff to do on Saturday nights, but the UC going to be packed.
Well,
Saturday night in Miami.
It's warm outside.
I don't know. It's a heat game.
Right.
Tuesday nights, the UC is packed.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Chicago Bulls fan base is one of the strongest fan bases in the NBA. Because no matter what this team is, and we'll talk about 1998 till we blew in the face.
And he didn't push off, right?
I lived in Idaho for a long time and 2.5 hours from Salt Lake. So it's a bunch of Jazz fans. And I would do this to them. Just, you know what I'm saying?
I heard their Wi-Fi at the stadium is he pushed off.
That's the name of their Wi-Fi.
Like someone said that, like I saw at the stadium at the Jets, they said the Wi-Fi is he pushed off.
I know we want to talk about the picks, like just different options for 9 and 15.
Mm-hmm. Nate Ahmed. What about him?
Nate has the highest potential in the draft. His ceiling, oh my goodness. He is an anomaly. He's 6'10". Mm-hmm. He's one of those dudes that like when he hits the ceiling, that's the guy you'll look at as the multiple time all-star, selling the shoes. He brings star power to the organization. And the reason why I like him at number 9 is because he helps the front court. The Bulls already have a thin front court. So he'll help overall makeup of like legitimizing having him and Matis next to each other. And you have literally 2 combo forwards. And he's an unbelievable young man. He has it all. Like he just has to be in a situation where he has to be free.
Well, we got Noah Singway though.
Yeah, we got Noah. Singway.
We got him shine.
He was injured, Lester. He was injured.
He can't cut forward on the next.
Yeah, red shirt. Red shirt.
This is the thing with the Singway. Nothing against him. But if you really want to look at how you want to play, you can have a Singway as a 5. Nate and Matis can switch between 3 and 4. Now, a Singway he has this. He has lateral, he can move laterally. Option 2 that I would like, if Nate isn't available, I like Yaxel. Versatile forward, physical, bring rebounding, and now he legitimizes being a real 4. You can put Matis on the wing. and he's ready to play now.
Yeah, I was gonna say his age doesn't bother you. He does. It does.
Nah, because I can play him now. Like I can put him in the game now. Like because my front court needs help. Like so, if Nate isn't available, because Nate is going to impress people in the interviews, his intel is going to be uh, godly. And to be honest with you, Nate is potential wise he's number one as far as potential out of all these guys. Number one. Because he's a late bloomer. Nate was 6'4" probably 3 years ago. But now the option 2 with Yaxel, you have somebody, he's a grown man.
Yeah.
And you can put him at the 4 and he's ready to play. Now, if we're looking at immediate production with Yaxel, if that's the direction we're going in. At 9, if we happen to have a 9th pick and we're trying to decide what we're doing and say we want somebody immediate, we go Yaxel. Braden is really good. I think he can come in and help right away. As you see when we talk about pick, these are the 3 options that I have at. Let's start with Chris Sinnett first. I may be a little biased. I coached Chris last year, and I'll tell you this: at Houston, the people did not get a chance to see how good and what he can actually do. I would be in the gym with Chris, and the things he can do at 6'11" and 240 is amazing. As like I said, Nate was number 1 as far as potential. Chris is 1A. It's 1A, probably 1A and 1B. These guys are as far as because he's still learning the game. He's true 19. He's young. He just turned 19 a couple months ago. You know, great hands. Hand size is great. He has a 7'5" wingspan. I mean, he's so freaking athletic. It'll be times we're in practice and we're getting up and down and we're playing. He'll make a move on the wing and you think he's like 6'6". And turn, spin, dunk it, strong. Like I said, I think if he falls to 15, which I don't know if he will fall to 15. Like his range right now from just all the intel I've gathered is 10 to 22. I think once the combine hits, it'll change because he's going to interview well. Strong family background. Great kid. And like I said, I might sound biased. I know I do, but I know him. And I know what he's capable of, and I would love to see him in a Bulls uniform. You know, the highest of his ceiling is healthy Anthony Davis, like because he can shoot. That defensively, he can switch 1 through 5. Pick your heads, get back, drop, blitz, contest, whatever you need. He can sit down. He can keep his man in front of him. Yeah, he's long. And he's learning the nuances of the game. That's why you go to Houston to become a better defender.
Yeah, they play defense.
Offensively, he's gifted, but he was more so the 4th, 5th option. You didn't get to see that, but you get to the NBA, and when they have a plan for you, like, no, you're going to do this. This is what you're going to be. So, option 2, and a lot of people haven't seen him, and I'm intrigued with Kareem Lopez because he gives us another modest type player. And this dude, and this guy right here, and he's another upside pick at 15. I wouldn't mind getting someone with the upside. He's another combo forward that we could play next to Modest. Now you got 6'9", 6'9", Giddey 6'6",
Yeah.
Jalen Smith. Like now you're still big and you're young and big.
And strong, like they're long too. No,
and Kareem Lopez, he might have just turned 19. 6'8", 6'9", 220, and he's super, super athletic, uber athletic. Like that's a person at 15 I wouldn't mind, and he's going to be one that'll come over for the combine, and then you're gonna learn a lot more about because he's just been in Australia. He's been playing in the NBL in Australia as a teenager. As a teenager, you're playing in the NBL as a teenager, and actually, he has 30-point game. He had 35-point game over there.
Over there, he was a shot creator,
primary ball handler in most cases. That's why I said he's really good on the wing. But just with the Bulls, we wouldn't even need him for that because we got Giddey, we got every guard. every good college guard from the past 7 years on our team. This might sound crazy, but pardon the left. I'm infatuated with this guy. I'm infatuated with this guy for the simple fact that
I told you.
he's 7'3". And this is what I like about him. He's not Wemby, but he's not Zach Edey. He might be like he's a tad bit under Zubac.
Okay.
Bulls do not have a center. He's a true center. He's not somebody we got to worry about. Oh, I'm a 4-man or I want to play on the wing. Fit into a role right away. And he has he's a long-term bet as well. With the new front office, and when you're trying to have your imprint and you want to you pick a direction, 9 and 15, if they're both available, you go Nate Amit, you go Chris Cenac, if they're both available. If I was in there, because I'm showing we are investing in the future. Another thing I came up with is at 15, I wouldn't mind trading this pick. I would not mind trading this pick. And I think that a guy like Chris Cenac is going to pick up some steam. I wouldn't mind trading him to 12 to get him before anybody else could. Because you get them to Oklahoma and they can start flipping that thing and they'll probably be drafting one of our grandsons. Like, So, 2, we could trade down, go 19th pick, and all depends on who's at that 19th pick. Another one you could trade down with Toronto. Now, it was one scenario I didn't put in there. I was thinking about it late, is I wouldn't mind if, like I said, being in this front office and all depending on the direction you want to go, I wouldn't mind trading him for a proven 3-and-D wing like a Herb Jones, because I know New Orleans wants to get back into the first round. They traded away their first round pick. I'm establishing a new culture. I would get a guy like Herb because he's going to play defense, okay offensively, but now you bring in an established veteran to actually help a Nate Amit, Montes Buzelis, but he's still young enough. He's a young vet. Spent 4 years in college. So now you got somebody, a mature guy coming in that's ready to work. He can help an organization start, develop a new culture.
And the Bulls are not really paying anyone. There's not really anybody on the payroll.
Yeah, they got a lot of money.
I will say this, and I hate to bring this up, but I remember the last time the Bulls had 2 lottery picks and a lot of cap space.
I know who one of it was. Yep.
We had 2. We ended up with the number 1 pick, and we had the number 16 pick. And for some odd reason, we had the rookie of the year, and the very next year we traded him.
Right.
And then the guy we picked at 16 ended up becoming a multi-time All-Star. Had a little issues off the court. I actually had some issues on the court too, but he ended up becoming an NBA champion. And we mortgaged that for 2 young guys and went off to win championships, not with the Bulls.
Right.
So, and we had the cap space, and we signed Eddie Robinson. I am elated that the Bulls are in this situation. But I am also a proponent of history repeating itself. So I think the Bulls, like, if I was like in the situation to be like the new part of the new front office and be like the GM or the VP, I would be excited to take on this job because I think and it's the city of Chicago. Like, we're the 3rd largest market. We need a superstar in Chicago.
The NBA is better when Chicago's good.
Yeah, Chicago's better when Chicago's good.
You're right.
Yeah,
Your
the city is good.
excitement will still be high, even with them saying, hey, we keeping Billy Donovan. We don't care what you say. He's going to be our coach. You can't pick a new guy.
This is the thing that I would say regarding that. I think that Billy Donovan, he went through a lot this year, honestly.
Yes.
Dad passed away. He had a lot of highs and lows this year. And I just think Billy is a person that he's loyal. He's going to do his job. And if he feels like, you know what, my work here is done, I don't think it'll be you're only here because I want you here. He left Oklahoma. He didn't get fired. He left. If you remember, he did not re-sign a new contract. He walked away from OKC. So I feel like Billy has shown that he will walk away. NBA, college, he's just a respected basketball figure, and
Yeah.
I just think Billy. And this might sound a little crazy. I think Billy should pull the Brad Stevens.
Go up the GM, go up the stairs.
Yeah, I think because this is the thing about it. If ownership is telling new management, well, you got to keep a coach, and every new administration, they want to have their guy.
Right.
That's just what it is. They just want to have their guy. So if you go in a situation where it's already friction, somebody telling you how to do the job, you're
Right.
going it's gonna be something.
Right.
So I honestly think the Bulls, they don't even need to do all this song and dance. And I think they say, hey, Billy, we want you to come up in the office. We want you to be GM. We want you to be VP. We want you to help run this organization. Then Billy gets to pick his guy. They still got Billy in the organization. I mean, so that's just that's just something just off the wall for me. My Instagram, 105_hoops, where I actually have 2 mock drafts. I'll be dropping mock draft 3.0. Yep, 105 hoops. That's the pay. Have mock draft, player updates. A lot of stuff is about to start moving really fast here. But yeah, so I'll have a whole mock draft, 2-round mock draft on May 11th.
Okay.
I would love to get on here and actually talk about that because then we can actually go through all 60 picks. And so you know how they have NBA draft.net.
Yep.
I'm basically my own one-man show. So I'm the only contributor. So I'm not privy to dropping a new mock draft every 2 weeks. So, people like, oh man, you should have dropped it when Bleacher Report, or you should have dropped it when Tankathon, Tankathon. I said, yeah, but it's probably about 20 to 50 people that are it's just me. Like I said, 105 hoops. That's my platform. It's a full basketball ecosystem, and would love to, talk more about that. I'm pretty sure we got viewers that have young children, that have college age children, and really trying to figure this thing out. I've been very blessed to, coach and mentor and train a lot of basketball players and be a part of their journey. I've been allowed that opportunity. So the knowledge that I have, I'm always willing to share. Because there's too many bad decisions being made. The years to come, there's 27, 28, 29. There'll be a lot of more of my former players and former people that I worked with that'll be drafted, and we'll be talking about it. Maybe one of them will be wearing a Bulls uniform. It's kind of a surreal feeling sitting there in New York last June and watching my guy get his name called, and just because, when part of his process along the way, just them early mornings, getting in the gym, late nights in the gym, the wins, the losses, the great shooting, 27-point games, the 3-point games, and just to see all that work, it's a great feeling, And like I said, it's 1 in a million type of deal. To be able to have the opportunity to say, it's another guy, that's crazy.
Well, we appreciate you, talking to us about hoops. You're well versed. Obviously, you're more than welcome. We're going to get back together and talk basketball again.